My big boy's coming for his dinner. Hi, Buck. You ready for dinner? You already eaten? He's already eaten. He has his mouth full. Probably he was foraging. You foraging? That your mouth is full? You were foraging? That's why it took you a while to get up the hill? Yeah, because I think Buck's favorite plants to eat are right below this hill. Because sometimes I'll see him hanging out down there and just eating and eating. He's checking his buckets. Yes, I put corn and water and ice cubes. Yeah, I did. He's excited. He's like, wait, did she fill my buckets? Yes, she did. I did. He always checks. He checks to see if his buckets are full before he even walks up to me. One day, I should fill up his buckets after he walks up the spot just to see if he checks his buckets. Like, you know, he finds the corn bucket empty. I wonder what he would do. Like, would he give me a look and be like, why is this empty? Oh, you got no horse flies on you. Yay, thank God. That fly left you alone. I know, Buck. That fly was annoying. I was trying to get him for you, but it was hard to get him. It's okay. Good boy. Alvin's already here. Alvin's looking for peanuts, but I didn't bring any out. All right, you ready for the apples? Okay, up. I got more. You want more grapes? I got more. Here you go. Here, you want apples? You have your corn. We'll eat apples first. You eat half here, and then the other half I'll stick in your bucket. How about that? I'll make you happy today, okay? We'll feed half by hand, and then half I'll put in your bucket. And you can have it with your corn. Hold on, guys. I'm just scratching my arm. Something just bit me. Probably a mosquito. Right? Probably a mosquito. Oh, my God. Look where Alvin... He came next to me probably to see if I had peanuts. Look at him. He's running all around me. Really, Alvin? I didn't bring no peanuts out, baby. I'm sorry. I threw him some corn before Buck came. And he actually took it home. And he's still looking for more food. But Alvin is getting spoiled now, that little one. And I don't want to take a few peanuts out every day for Alvin, because then what Alvin does is he doesn't share the peanuts like with the other squirrels and the other chipmunks that come by. Like, he starts like fighting with them and chasing them away. The only one he won't chase away is him. I'm sure I know why, because look at the size of him. Alvin's probably like, all right, I can't push that one away, so I have no choice but to eat with him. He's so funny. He won't come look. He's eating right there close to his buckets, because the minute that he knows I'm done giving him apples is when he's going to run straight to his buckets. Right now he's dying for the corn. You're going to get it. You're going to get it, big boy. I'll give it to you. I'm going to dump the rest soon. I'll dump. I'm just giving him the big pieces where I want him to chew. That's a big piece, baby. Chew that piece first. I cut up a big apple. It was a gigantic apple. Yeah. It's nice and refreshing. All right, now the rest of the pieces I'll put in the bucket and make you happy. Come here. Come here, my big boy. Okay. There you go. Okay? Now you're happy. Because now you can eat your apples and corn at the same time. That's what makes Buck the most happiest, when he could eat his corn and like whatever else you give him, like treats, like you put in his corn. Oh, he gets even more excited. Like, I know he was dying to eat his corn, so that's why I was like, all right, I'll feed him a few slices by hand, just because that's the way me and him bond. And then the rest I'll make him eat on his own in the bucket. That's what he's doing. I'm sure he's gonna eat all those apples. Sorry guys if I'm shaking the phone. I just got bit again. Mosquitoes are bad this year, for real. I already got so many mosquito bites, and not even even from like when it was springtime, I got my first mosquito bites in spring, when it was still like May, April, around there. And now it's just gotten worse. My gosh. These flies and mosquitoes sucks. That's one thing I wish we didn't need in the world, but they say every animal, every insect, everything has a purpose of being in this world. Sometimes I just wish there was no mosquitoes and flies and things like that. Like, I don't mind the bees, because I know bees, they pollinate flowers. Like, I know they do all that. They do their thing, you know, to keep the flowers going. But why did God give us flies and mosquitoes? Like, we didn't need that. Right, Buck? We didn't need that. I have a feeling he's gonna make me pet him. Oh, the carnadal came. There's a carnadal right below the hill right now. Nice, cleaning himself. Maybe the spray did help him, because I don't see any horseflies on him right now. Thank God. Not even on his legs, nothing. And it was funny because the other day he kept kicking his leg, like his back legs. He kept kicking, and I was thinking like he was mad. But then when I watched the video again, that's when I seen the horsefly. I was like, okay. I was like, now I know why he's kicking. I wonder if he's looking at himself because he tastes the spray. Do you taste the spray? Do you taste the spray? Hey, baby. You give me kisses. And he's gonna go eat the rest of his corn. He just gave me a kiss, and he was like, all right, Mom, now I'm going back to my corn. I figured he wasn't done eating, because he was only by the bucket for like eating the apples. Now he's probably gonna have the corn. Oh, Alvin's looking for peanuts, baby. Okay. Well, you'll get it tomorrow morning. My husband's like, babe, you don't have to always bring Alvin peanuts out, because he was like, I could just imagine how big his stockpile is. He was like, he probably has the biggest stockpile in the whole forest. He was like, the same way Buck is the most spoiled deer in this forest. He was like, I'm sure Alvin has like the biggest stockpile in the forest. And I wouldn't doubt it. Because every day Alvin comes here taking like the peanuts, the corn. Like, once Buck walks away from that corn bucket, oh, Alvin's gonna be diving in that corn bucket like 5 times before he's probably had enough of diving in. And you know, I figured out too, yesterday when I fed Buck dinner at like, it was almost 8 o'clock, because when I got home it was like a little bit past 7. So it was almost 8 o'clock last night when I fed Buck his dinner. And I noticed Alvin wasn't out, the squirrels, the birds. I guess all those animals, like, they go to bed probably early. Probably by like 7 o'clock they go to bed. Because at 8 o'clock last night, nobody was out. Just Buck. It was nobody. I didn't see no other animals. I was like, wow. But I hung out with him last night, like after his dinner, right before it got dark. Like, once it looked like it started getting a little bit dark outside, then I was like, all right, I'm going to go in. Because then I know the raccoons are going to start coming. So I don't want to be out here when they start. I don't trust the raccoons. The raccoons, I know, could be feisty. Especially right now, there's a lot of raccoons that have babies. You know, all animals, the ones that have the babies, like bears, deers, all of them, even raccoons, they get very, you know, protective. So that's why I would never be here at night. Well, I can't say never, because maybe one day, if I have to throw out my garbage like late at night because it's overly full and I can't fit nothing else in it, then yes, I'll like maybe take a peek at the spot. But usually my husband, he gets home from work around 9 o'clock. Yeah, like 9 o'clock tonight, he's gonna get home from work. Every night he gets home at like 9 o'clock. So my husband always usually tells me that he drives up very slow. Like, when he's driving up the driveway, once he gets up to here, he starts driving up very slow with his lights on low. Like, he keeps his lights, like, he doesn't put them so high. Like, he dims them on his car so he could see if he sees anything. But he told me he never sees Buck, like, when he's driving up. He's like, no, babe, I don't see him. But I think Buck comes after my husband, because on the trail cam one time it showed that Buck was at the spot over here and it was like 10 p.m. So that's probably why my husband doesn't see him, because Buck probably comes right after that. Right, big boy? Who's my big boy? He's stretching while he's eating. Baby, that was a little stretch, not a full stretch. That wasn't a full stretch. That was like a little stretch. Hold on 1 second. Let me just switch my hand. Sorry. He's got bed again. Oh my God. And you know what's funny? Because I have the off spray for people, like for me to put it on myself. But last year, I remember when I would put the off spray on before coming out to go see him, he didn't like it. I remember when he would smell me, he would like back up. Like, he didn't like the smell of it. My husband's like, oh, maybe you should put a little bit off spray on you. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I remember Buck didn't like the smell. I don't even wear perfume when I come out here. I don't put on nothing. Well, honestly, my greatest advice that I could give all of you is if you guys are planning to ever hang outside or hang out at a park, try not to wear anything that's too scented, like any scented perfumes or fruity type of body sprays. Like, that's one thing I'm not into. Like, I hate the fruity body sprays because I know that in the summer you can't wear them because you get eaten alive. And then in the winter, I don't know, I feel like the smells are just too much. So I never like buy any type of fruity type of perfumes or body sprays because they attract like mosquitoes and flies to eat you. I always try to come to the spot with no like perfumes on me, right? But I notice Buck is okay. Like, if I take a shower, let's say, and I come out here and I'm dressed, like after I'm done showering, I get dressed, whatever, and I come outside, he's okay. As long as if I don't put no perfumes on, no nothing, it's just like, you know, I just smell clean, whatever, he's okay with that. Right, Buck? You're okay with that. Because one day I came out with my hair wet and stuff, like a little bit after showering, and he was fine. But I noticed like certain perfumes, like if you're wearing strong perfume, or that off spray, the bug one, like he won't like that. He doesn't like it. He's done. You done eating, big boy? Did he eat all his apples? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, he did. And that's an ant. Get out of the bucket. All right. And he has water. He has corn in the water, so I know he's been drinking. And the water's nice and ice cold. So I actually put a few ice cubes in there, but they already melted because it's warm out. Where you going, big boy? You peeing? You doing pee-pees or you just... No, he's just standing. He's just standing. It looks like he's about to use the bathroom, but I don't know. I think Buck is like daydreaming right now. Are you daydreaming, big boy? And I'm starting to think, I don't think I see any squirrels right now or anything because I threw bread like an hour ago. I threw bread. I came out here because I had like a few bread that I was like, you know what, let me feed the birds. And probably all the squirrels and birds ate it because I don't see the squirrels or the birds here. So they're probably all full from the bread that I threw. That was all right. Alvin's over here still shoving, where is he? Right there. He's still shoving corn, of all the corn, because I sprinkled corn earlier before Buck came to the spot. So I said, at least then, you know, Alvin won't be jumping in and out of the bucket, in and out of the bucket. So I should start doing that from now on. Even tomorrow morning, I have to remind myself to scatter some corn on the floor, like where Alvin runs around for him. Like that once I put the corn in the corn bucket, Alvin won't go in the corn bucket for a while. Because like right now, he's running around collecting all the corn that I scattered. Buck is using the bathroom, I think, but the tree's in the way. So it's good, we can't see it. Yeah, he's using the potty. I'm so happy that, like, I don't know. Maybe I feel like Buck is one of those animals. You know the ones that they say a lot of animals, most of them, don't poop where they eat or like won't use the bathroom where they eat. I believe that. I really, truly, highly believe that. And thank God that Buck is one of those animals. He never uses the bathroom like over here, close to the spot where he eats. Never. Only by the hay pile over there, which is right there, that hay pile. That's where he uses the bathroom. But it's like, you know, a couple of feet away from the bucket, so it's not technically right by his food. So thank God for that. Buck is a smart animal for doing that. Is he leaving? I can't tell sometimes when he walks over there, because sometimes he'll walk all the way, you know, straight. Like right now he's standing right there, wagging his tail. But he might turn around and come right back and eat more corn. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Right? Buck, you don't want no more corn? You don't want no more corn, my big boy? He's still standing there. Let's see if he comes back. Baby, no. Tell me the flies are bothering him again. Buck, you gotta get out of that spot, baby. That's probably not a good spot for you to be standing in. Mommy's getting bit too. I have mosquito bites all over my arm. They're out in full force this year. Let me tell you, full force. Yeah, I see him scratching. I wish he would get out of that spot, because that spot that he's in, you know, it's probably like mosquito land over there. Because there's more like dead branches and like dead stuff. Yeah, he's still standing over there. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end this video because I don't know if Buck is coming back over here to the spot. But he did eat all his apples. He ate the corn, which is good. I didn't see any horseflies on him when he was hanging out over here by the spot. I didn't see any. So thank God. Maybe the spray did work. Right now I see that he's like foraging over there. He has his head down. Oh, I think he's coming back. Is he coming back? He might be coming back. Because his body's faced like if he's going to start walking back. Yeah, I think he's probably going to come back. He's coming. You're going to eat your corn? Where's my big boy? Oh, and there comes Chunky. Look at this little chunky squirrel. So cute. Squirrels are the cutest little things. I want to grab them and hug them, but I know they will probably bite. Forget it. They'll probably bite me and scratch me. I told my husband, I was like, all these little animals, like even the chipmunks, it makes me want to pick one up and just like, But I know I can't. Like, I know. That's just all my dreams. All my dreams. I try to become friends with a squirrel. I mean, now they get a little close and they're starting to trust me where they're not like running away when I'm screaming for Buck. Like, they're pretty good. They just hang out there and watch me call for him because they know when Buck comes, the food is coming. He's already starting to rub. Little by little, Buck recently started rubbing a little bit. Not much, because I know it's not ready yet, his antlers to shed. They still got growing to do. So they're not going to be shedding anytime soon. They're probably going to shed, I say, the end of August. I'm going to see them shed. Because last year, it was about, like the middle, ending of August. I remember it was like right before September came. But it wasn't too far from September. Hey, see, Buck just came back. Told you. Oh, and Chunky, he's eating the corn that he found. That's why it's good for me to scatter some corn on the floor for the little ones. So they don't have to be climbing up and down the fence when Buck is around. Because that's what they all do. The minute like he turns around and starts cleaning himself, boom, they all start just quick, like running up the buckets. Then the minute he turns his head that he's going about to eat, boom, they all jump out again. That's what they do. So funny. Right, Buck? Right, Buck? Alvin is still hanging out, collecting the rest of the corn. He's so funny. Alvin, you're going to be a chunky little thing too, I'm sure, in a few weeks. All right, everyone. I'm going to go now. It is beautiful out, and this big boy came back. I got to look through my trail cam because now it's been about a day and a half that I haven't looked through it. So I'm going to start looking through that to clear out some videos and download some videos. This big boy, he's still eating. He's probably gonna stay here for a while, eat and hang out, I'm sure. He's not gonna leave quick. But I will be back tomorrow morning with another video. And for all my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. And for everyone who always like puts awesome, such sweet, kind comments, thank you for that, because I do read them at night before I go to bed, and I do it does put a smile on my face every time. Every time I'm laying in the bed, I'm always smiling while I'm reading the comments, and my husband's looking at me like, why are you smiling over there? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, babe, I'm like, the people, they're so nice. I'm like, it's good to hear the things that you guys tell me. Thank you so much for that. But I will be back tomorrow morning with another video. Me and Buck will be back. Right now we have 3 of the crew. We have Alvin. We got little Chunky over there. Oh my God, look at Buck trying to be Chunky's friend. Baby, I know you try to be their friend. The only one that will stay next to you is Alvin, which I find that the funniest thing, that the smallest one, you would think, out of all these little forest animals, you would think the squirrels would probably hang out next to him. No, it's Alvin, the chipmunk. That's the only one that will stay literally right next to Buck, like next to his face, next to his legs. The squirrels and the bunnies, the minute Buck looks at them or walks towards them to try to like be friends with them, they run. They jump on the trees or whatever. But I'll be back tomorrow morning with another video. This one's screaming himself. I hope everybody has a great night. Ciao for now. I'll be back tomorrow morning.